Mask off. Mask off. Mask off. Mask off. Mask off. Mask off. You've been tuned in to Mask Off, where conversation will rule the nation on face-to-face basis when we blast off. It's real on the asphalt, on the turf of the court. Yeah, we here for the sport, so take your mask off so I can hear your ass talk. Let me hear you explain. Hold the thoughts on your brain. Is your ass smart? Spit facts and real talk. I need that shit from the street that make you think real deep and take a long walk. This podcast is hella lit with my man JD Fence and Skizzo Blizzo.
Y'all know what it is, man.
Fresh on the beat, honey, I've been in my face. The only way I fit. Try to be the greatest, I can tell you where I spit. I can tell you where I stay. Still part of my lifestyle. Trying to flex it, you got lights down. So many stars won't even. Wish you could have it.
Listen to that music, man.
I just signed out of just so I got it off the stove. For sure.
Stove top.
Went up in the spot, then they find.
That's my Sonic too. Go live, hit them up, let them know we out here.
Switching out today, this is all for you to stay the same. Eyes my face, we phone, we no change. I copy down.
Hey, just stop that joint, man. Listen, man. Yo, y'all know what it is, man. Welcome back, man. Mask Uncovered Podcast, man. JD Fence in the house, man. Shout out to Hollywood Skizzo, man. Like, you can't make it tonight, you know what I mean? But all systems will go. Hollywood Skizzo be on the next joint, man. But we all popping everywhere. Mask Uncovered Podcast. Subscribe, like the channel, share, do what you're supposed to do, man. But tonight, man, we got a special guest in the house, man. We got my man out here, Prince Smooth, man. Let them know what's going on with your family.
I copy down, Prince Smooth. Coming from Strip Lightfields Corner. You already know. For those who don't know me, I'm saying Prince Smooth, I'll copy down. Happy to be on part of the podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been long overdue, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man, this dude's family, man. Like, we've
sure,
been trying to tap in for a minute, man, but he took a little hiatus or what have you.
Yeah, I had to take a little hiatus for a little bit of time, for sure.
Some of y'all heard his music in the past. For those of y'all that did not hear it, y'all need to tune in and make sure y'all subscribing and liking it. But either way, we're going to start from the beginning like we always do around this time, man. So, Prince Smooth, we're going to start it off with, like, who's Prince Smooth? Where did that name come from? And who would you say Prince Smooth is?
So, the name came from Does She Do Bad? my partner in crime, my brother, you know what I'm saying? He part of Strip Life. When we was in school, we came up. I went to Southie and shit like that. And I was coming up.
Southie High.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Represent, shout out.
Southie alum.
When we was coming up, my moms would call me like a smooth cat, you know what I'm saying, when I was growing up and shit like that. But when I was going to school, he was like, yo, my nigga, like, you smooth nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, I'm gonna call you that, you know what I'm saying? Then we kind of just went with that ever since then. Everybody called me Smooth, and you know what I'm saying? We just called me, this is what it was. But Prince came from my brother that passed away, being in the cash. And I always went by the vibe, brother
Rest in peace to your brother, family.
Appreciate it. Brother to the king, no father. Big bro taught me everything. So he was the king. You know what I'm saying? And this rap vibe that we have going on as far as SOA. So I was the prince in that. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like gave me the vibe to kind of just put my hands on everything that was going on with with everything we had with SOA. So Prince Smooth is just, that's what that came from. So Prince Smooth, brother to the king, no father, big bro taught me everything.
Okay. So you're a rap artist today. Who was the younger Prince Smooth or Smooth before the Prince Smooth? Like, what's your upbringing like? Like, what's your situation like? Like, who's the younger you? Like, how'd you get into music type of thing?
So the younger me, I wasn't even. I mean, I always appreciated music. I never was. I never really cared about rapping or nothing like that. I always felt like music was just like rappers was lying in their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always felt like it was just like that. Not to say everybody was like that. It was a lot of actors. You know what I'm saying? So I never felt like I wanted to even dive into that. You know what I mean? For me, it was just like sports. I was really much into like basketball, baseball. I played a lot of that growing up. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was blessed enough to have two different sides of the fence. I was in the hood, but I also was in like every, you know what I'm saying, playing like baseball, playing basketball. And I was playing basketball in the city as well, playing in the hood. So that kind of gave me a little outlet differently than just what niggas was kind of going on when I was young. So that's what I was really on to. And then, you know, my brother got killed, so it kind of gave me a little, just a change of heart. And it made me want to do something that my brother wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? So
I think he's kind of leaving out a little bit. You was a little nice in baseball, though. Wasn't them on some professional teams at least acknowledging you, sending letters or something?
Yeah, I was alright. I was nice. I like to be humble, but yeah, I was alright. The Angels, they wanted to scout me for a little bit. They called me up and shit like that, but I declined the offer. It just was a lot going on. My brother had just got killed at the time, and I just felt like, damn, like I feel like that would have been an easy way out to just go and just play sports and shit like that and just get away from the shit that I was going through. I just felt like I had a bigger meaning to the city, bigger meaning to my upbringing, bigger meaning to my family. Like I want to speak, you know what I'm saying, and speak this lifestyle that we live in and be able to give the younger crowd, the younger audience that's coming up a better way of living, you know what I'm saying, just instead of just taking the easy way out.
And your brother was nice on the mic too. Like that's where
for sure he was one of the best out here. Like I don't even like to say that, but like he was one of the first to ever like rap and speak on what he had going on. I ain't really gonna get too much in detail, but like he's really one of the first ones to kind of like show front like what he had going on and just not really giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just really just going on the mic and just spitting this shit and just dropping it. Just throwing it on MySpace at the time. Wasn't even nothing out. There was no SoundCloud. There was no YouTube. It was fresh. You know what I'm saying? So
damn, we talking a minute ago.
Yeah, it's just like 08. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 09. And that made me just, like, at the time, I want to say that my brother didn't make me, like, he wasn't one of my role models, but at that time, it was like, he really made me, I was inspired by that, like for one time in this life that, you know what I'm saying, my brother had something going on. I say that he didn't have nothing ever going on before, but it was like, he really believed in this, and he had this craft, and he had this talent that I ain't really see nobody he could spit on just on any type of time, any setting, you know what I'm saying, and spit a 60 ball, not even a 16, a 60 ball, you know what I'm saying? It was like, and it stayed with you. So my brother's one of the first ones that really just put on for a city, put on for a side. So I always stick with that. I always like, my brother always tell me like, yo, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to rap, you better have something written. You better have a freestyle ready. If P Diddy ever rapping for you, you better have something for him or something like that. But like,
wow, that's ironic. That's the way, you know, if y'all don't know, I dropped the album in '82 when I was 10. Now I'm at it. But I used to love music, but I always felt the same way. Like, whenever you have a gift, or if you're in that profession or what have you, if you're in front of an artist or somebody that could possibly sign you, you got to be ready.
Yeah,
like, you know what? Oh, listen, hear my music, whatever. All right, give me 16 right now. And people are like, oh, listen to my tape. Nah. Yeah. So that's good advice, man. Like now, so musically, was music played around the house with mom, dad? Was y'all just you and your brother? Was there 17 kids in the house? Did you grow up in the South? Your musical influence?
Like my music, like my whole family music is just like number one. Like music and like definitely like movies and shit like that. But like music is number one. Like my mother, I was definitely like raised on my mother waking up. You know what I'm saying? Like yelling at us to clean up, where she playing all this old school music, whether it's Luther Vandross to Monica to Brandy to Keisha Cole, like it's everything. So like that's where my music comes from, like so many different types of vibes where it's like, I don't know, you might get some Aaliyah like my number one like inspiration.
Okay.
Like that's my like yeah, people think I got a problem with Aaliyah, like you going this crazy over somebody that's passed away, but like my first song that I ever even cared about was Back and Forth by Aaliyah. My mother was cleaning up, playing that song, and it resonated to me. I was like 4 years old, probably 3, 4. So like, you know what I'm saying? So there was big. That's a big background in my family, and I think that's probably when my brother got it. My sister, my little sister, she raps as well, named Shelly Marie. She's talented. She's doing a thing out in the city as well. So like, definitely came through. My uncle, he's a poet, big poet. You know what I'm saying as well. So like, you know what I'm saying? It just comes. I guess it's part of the family. You know what I'm saying?
So a tight family too, man. Make sure you're doing that too, though. So yeah, facts, man. So now with that musical influence, and then you being nice in sports, and then you know your brother passing away or being murdered. Seclusion, like typically some people like how they grieve is differently. You know, some people go in seclusion, some people go on the outskirts and then end up turning to the streets, or some people even, not everybody turn bad. Some people dedicate their life to education and just want to do better and get out the hood and stuff like that. Like, so you took on music, like that was just a dedication to your brother, and then did that ever fade out? So like, you know, at some point, did you feel like I did enough because I only did it for this reason, or was it always still in you and you was like, I'm going to continue to pursue this at all costs?
I feel like definitely for my brother. I feel like in the beginning it was more so like I gotta do this for my brother. Like this is what it is. Like forget everything else. This is what I gotta do. I'm gonna put everything away and I gotta do. I gotta build a legacy. I gotta keep the legacy that my brother has and continue and build on. You know what I'm saying, from that. And I think from now it's like this is who I am. Like if anybody knows me, I'm Prince Smooth, the rapper, the artist. You know what I'm saying? So. I took that on, you know what I'm saying, and now it's like part of me, but I know that, you know what I'm saying, it's my brother's legacy, but it's a legacy that we now build together, you know what I'm saying, and I'm happy to see where I came from and what we got this far, so it's definitely, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying, because shit, I could have gave up years ago and never really seen my flowers grow, and they still growing, you know what I'm saying, so it's like, it's good to see where we at right now, so it's definitely a blessing.
All right, so now you get into the music thing. Did you find a producer that liked the way you rhyme, your voice? Did you find 3 or 4 other rappers that y'all all rhyme the same? It was like, let's create a group. Like, so like, it's one thing to start taking music seriously, but then your introduction into music, okay, did y'all start recording demo tapes and start sleeping on couches in New York and all that other stuff?
Shit.
What was your outlet? What did you do?
I mean, in the beginning, like, I started rapping with my homeboy Nizzy. Shit, when we was young in the basement, at my mama's basement, he was like rapping off of fucking Dell, Inspiron, rapping off beats and shit like that when we ain't had nothing else to do because there was no shorties just pulling up because it was boring. That's kind of really how it really started. You really want to get technical, and I was just. I ain't had no me.
Be honest, because you honest in your rhyme, so be honest on the podcast.
Yeah, that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was at the time studios wasn't accessible as it was at the time. So it was like,
yeah, you could record in somebody's bathroom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I was doing. I was really recording off of just in the basement, like my mom's basement. And then we just started like that, and then I think we felt. We like I got with my peoples in my gang Strip Life, Cash Gotti and Dusty Dubag. I was fortunate to go to school with these guys and shit like that. So we ended up building something together. Like honestly, because we had the same beef, we all had the same beef, and we just was like, alright, cool. This just we Strip Life, and then we rap and do all the connections and just networking and just really just traveling, just going to LA. You know what I'm saying? And Atlanta, New York, and Miami, and all these places. We just kind of networked and just. So
y'all started off as strippers? Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, strip
it's crazy. A lot of it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? The strippers know us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? They all know us, but it's It's just strip life.
So getting your music played, like everybody, like, so we're talking to, a lot of people. Some people have made it. Some people are trying to make it. I feel like our crowd or our fans are from, I like to think 10 to 80, but that's just my own impression of what I want and expect out of this podcast. But so, it's one thing to get with your boys to create music. It's one thing, like you're saying, you've been in LA, New York, or what have you. Like, how? What? Why? Like, what transpired? Did you go to a studio? Did you pay studio time to create a demo and then started shopping it? Did y'all rent a car? Like, some people really are trying to change their lives, and this might, help them if you give them a little more guidance on what you did to get where you are.
Shit, we went out there. I want to say the first time we went out there, we just, my broski beside me, Sony, we went out there for the first time just to experience, just the experience of just something different. You know what I'm saying?
This is LA you talking
LA,
about?
This is LA. We just really went there to experience something different. You know what I'm saying? Then we went out there and we just networked, and then from there we just, we was making money moves out there, and we started networking and just dealing with different producers and just like influencers, promoters, and just using our gift for gab. And then our manager, rest in peace, my guy Kearney and shit like that, like
rest in peace, bro.
He built the label and everything like that, built the studio, and he's basically was the gatekeeper for all the young producers that's coming up, that's producing on NBA YoungBoy beats, and Pop Smoke and Lil Baby and No Cat, Rollo Rodriguez, all these artists and shit like that. Like, he kind of was he was the one that was doing the behind the scenes work for all of this shit like that. So I was just in the back, just watching him work and just watching, see how the shit goes and just how the business goes and shit like that, and just kind of just doing what I had to do behind the scenes, but just going to LA all the time and just doing business moves and shit like that. Not even that has anything to do with me, but just watching, see how this shit goes. So I just know, this is what this shit's about. You know
so
what I'm
you're
saying?
a student, kind of just
basically, yeah, just being out. Like, I know, like a lot of the times, like, they say like bosses don't want to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like when you're a boss, like, you feel like you all got to figure it out. But it's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's never best to be in a room when you know everything. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in a room when you should be able to learn. So, like, I've been just figuring out, like, all right, cool. Like, I know how to rap. I know how to, you know what I'm saying, do what needs to be done when it comes to me. But it's like, if I can go and travel the world and go cross country and be around a whole different environment and be able to learn from this person, be a sponge, and just watch people learn how to do business with shit I never really seen because I'm coming from the trenches of Boston, let's do it. So it's like, that's kind of what I've been doing the last few years, and just picking up the pieces and just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And God willing, like I said, it's been a blessing where I've made hundreds of records and dealt with like 20 different producers that people wouldn't even believe the producers I've been dealing with, because they're dealing with different artists, where I'm dealing with clearances where I gotta call somebody because NBA YoungBoy took my beat, or Polo G got my beat, or Raw Wave got my beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not to really name drop, but this is kind of the things I be dealing with, and this is why, like, in 3 years, I'm just like, I'm just trying to format my projects and shit like that. So I just been working, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get it right, but not to really make a long inside of the question, but like, that's what's really been going on in Cali, you know what I'm saying, just trying to just get this business right.
Well, that's what it's about. Like, and these people want to hear you, and get to know you and how, you became, or how you are here today.
Yeah.
So you start making music or what have you. You formulate this group or what have you in this 2010. When was your first like official release, or do you want to say your first mixtape, or like your first thing that was on like Spotify or like on social media? Like,
so I dropped,
what was your first joint?
I dropped a Day Late, 2018. Day Late was about my little cousin. His name was Two Stacks. He's like my little brother. I don't even call him my little cousin. I didn't taught him everything he know, but unfortunate situations, he kind of he got booked for murder, and at that time, I was like in a bad place, and it kind of got me into a tough time, and I won't say I was contemplating on if I should rap, but it was just like I felt like my family needed me more than the music needed me, so it's like it put me on the toe, but I felt like I got on the jail call with him. He's like, yo, like, fuck everything else is going on. Like, I need you when it comes to this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need you to drop some shit. Like, I need some substance while I'm in here. So I dropped a day late, and it was basically like a day late, $1 short. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, at the time that my cousin was going through, I feel like he could have needed me a little bit more, but I had my own endeavors that I was dealing with as well. So it's like, I feel like I was a day late and $1 short on that. And I feel like that's why that came about, the day late title. You know what I'm saying? So I dropped that 2018. I got a good response off that. And then I dropped the Catalina 2019, which is, I don't say, but arguably probably one of the best projects in the city that, you know, a lot of people say in the city. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really speak on things that I drop. I just drop. I let people just give their own criticism, whatever, and I just let it speak for itself. But that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. And 2020,
you can be humble.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? 2020, I dropped You Played You. And I ain't dropped since, and that's been by design. I ain't dropped since 2020. So that's why I've been.
What was the name of the album 2020?
You Played You.
You Played You. Okay. And they can find that right now.
Everything's all on platforms.
On MySpace?
Everything.
No.
Nah, it ain't on MySpace.
Nah.
Shit, it might be. I don't know.
Nah. You might have a MySpace account, man. You probably sitting on millions, but nah. So real talk. So you dropped a few joints, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So you sat back, because I know I've been, definitely knocking, the actually the last two,
Yeah.
but when Big Trash put me on, and then brother
Shout out to
Son,
Trash,
man,
man. Shout out
nephew,
to
man,
Son,
put
too.
us on. Like, yo, it's just been, trying to grab you and sit you down with the podcast has been a little tough. But now I'm hearing it, like, so you took a well-needed break. Was it
I wouldn't even
for
say.
music wise? Was it for you? Like, what was it personal? Like,
No, I wouldn't even say. I didn't even say I took a break. It's just like to the public, I want to say maybe they feel like I took a break, but I feel like I've been working harder than I ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been like in the studio constantly. Like, before my manager passed away, I'm in the studio like I'm 5 to 5 sessions, 5 p.m. 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? It's like in LA. That's like I ain't even like I know LA like Boston. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but like these times when I'm in LA, I'm not even seeing LA. Like, I'm in the studio 5 p.m. Like, I'm getting my food before I even get into the studio. Like, I'm getting all my food. We not leaving. We getting these records done. We not leaving till 5 in the morning till you see the sunrise. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm on in the studio. Like, so I've never worked like that ever. Like not to say, like, I've never, like, worked hard, but, like, 5 to 5 sessions is what it's been on since, like, when I'm in LA, in Atlanta, or if I'm in New York doing records, we really getting it done. So
you telling me you sitting on albums?
Yeah, I'm sitting like 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, but realistically 3 right now. I'm really taking serious, but I got like 4 or 5 that I'm really looking at right now. But like for the most part, like I just been working. I don't really show to the public because I'm always mystique-ful and shit like that. But for the most part, I've been really working really hard. Like it's crazy.
Now with the music. What do you? I don't want to say call your music. What type of artist are you? Like, would you consider yourself a rapper, MC, a conscious rapper, a political rapper, or just a artist? Like, what would you say your music is?
I feel like
I don't want to.
That's a great question. That's a great question. My bro Dusty asked me that all the time. Like, yo, who you think you are as an artist? And it's like, I never really get an answer, but it's like, I don't know, because I feel like I never can get an answer because I feel like I want to be to my fans. Like, if you want to listen to, like, I want to be everybody's favorite artist. So it's like, you may want to listen to rap, but you want to listen to R&B. You want to listen to something like vibey. You want to listen to some cruisy. You want to listen to some shit in the club. You want to hear some shit for make you cry. I want to be able to be variety of all of those, like the genres, all of those. So it's like, I've always said, like, I don't want to be the person you listen to the club. I want to be the person that you listen to after the club when you driving home, calling your ex or calling your nigga or calling your girl or whatever. I want to be when the shit's real, you listen to Prince Smooth. That's who you listening to, because I'm real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get nobody to you know what I'm saying, the fluff, I try to give somebody, like, anytime I rap, you get in the heart, you get in the body of work that I really took the time out and I really put my all in, you know what I'm saying? So that's the artist you getting, the artist that's putting his all into this shit, but also the artist that's trying to give a variety of all the music that you listening to. So not to say you can listen to me all the time, but it's just like, he ain't just in one box. He's well rounded.
So when you look at artists that are dropping, like, cause you spoke on this earlier, you said one thing was people were rapping lifestyles that they weren't living.
Yeah.
Right. So it's one thing to have realness to your music, but there's another thing to be able to create good music, right? So you can be sitting up there spilling your heart on a beat, but if you're sitting up there like, I really love my people, you know what I mean? It's like your jokes come across. So did you have to find a balance between being true to yourself, but also still being true to the industry? Because you still want to make music to prosper, right? Like, so you still want to sell albums, you still want your name out there. That dynamic, you ever come across that battle within yourself?
All the time, because, like, for me, it's like, I want to rap. Like, for me personally, like, the music I want to write is lyrical music. Like, I want to be a lyricist. That's who I am. That's why I came up off of. My brother was a lyricist. So, like, coming up, that's how I want to rap. But it's like, I realize, like, that's not what people want to buy right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the music that I make, not to say it's watered down, but I just know that just what they want to listen to me. I'm blessed to have an 11-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So he knows what's in, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he's my executive producer on a lot of my projects. He's my executive producer on all of my projects. Any project I drop, he's my executive producer. Not to just say, because my son, I'm trying to be like DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's the one that's, this is alright, this is cool, this is okay, this is fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is trash, you know what I'm saying? This is...
Let me tap back into what you just said, because I don't know if you heard this before, but 2 Chainz is a person, like, a lot of people thought 2 Chainz was just some gutter nigga, what have you. But 2 Chainz went to college. 2 Chainz is pretty smart, but he actually said that himself. He said that he had to dumb down his music in so many ways. Did you hear that before? I mean, obviously you've been making music a lot longer. I'm not gonna say 2 Chainz, had that, but have you heard that from 2 Chainz, and do you really agree with that? Like, do you really think that the true artists out there can't be heard?
I mean, I want to say they can't be heard, but I feel like it's a disconnection. Like, I want to say, like, there's certain artists, I'm not going to say because it's not about them right now, but, like, there's certain artists that are fire, but, like, if they're trying to connect to, like, the 11 to 15-year-old crowd, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a disconnection there because of the fact that whatever you're saying or whatever you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in their heads is not really going to be able to understand because it's well over their head. Like, a lot of the times, like, my son would tell me that my music is trash because he doesn't really comprehend what I'm saying because the metaphors is too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't get it. And then I have to explain it to him. He's like, oh, that's kind of fire. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to realize, like, I got to dumb it down a little bit because, not to say that my son's dumb. You know what I'm saying? He's just
dumb enough. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't get, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this crowd, like, it's certain people that's probably 40 years old that don't really understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like a lot of times in certain songs, but I know, like, certain beats, certain lyrics, certain hooks, it's like, yo, I feel like I have that in, like, I know that I have the gift for that to just know, like, what fits for certain records and shit like that. So
I know this is a typical question, and I kind of almost hate asking it sometimes, but I think it's important sometimes too for me because I like certain artists myself. Like, I really, revered or certain artists in their style. Like, I'm a big AZ fan. Like, I love the way
AZ, shout out to AZ, Cool man.
Cool G rap.
Yeah.
Who would you say, like, you kind of, I don't want to say piggyback off of or bit their style or whatever, but we always get influences from other people, what have you. So artists that were somebody that you kind of look at and revere in a certain way? You kind of like their style or the way they move. Like, who would you say? See, I'm gonna do it better than the regular typical question. Who did you listen to? Like, who was? Because everybody listens to everybody. Like, you know, Jay-Z. I mean, we can name all of those guys.
I mean, yeah, I got my top. I got like a top 5, like people that influenced me, like top influencers. Nipsey, #1.
Okay.
Kanye, Jay-Z, Fab, and probably like shit, man. Pusha T. Yeah, Pusha T. I don't even know why I ain't.
You named all whack rappers. Nah, you know I love all the rappers. Like, damn, man. So that's a good style, man.
Yeah, I mean Travis Scott, like, and ASAP in there too. You know what I'm saying? But definitely like Pusha T. Future is like, man, like he influences me to just to be, not to say just to be ignorant in a good way. Just say what you want to say, bro. Don't feel like you gotta not say what, you know what I'm saying. Just speak your talk your shit. So like that's why I get confused and shit like that. But like I listen to a lot of music, man. Like I listen to like even like rock music. I listen to Nirvana. I listen to country music. I listen to some R&B like SZA and Summer Walker's like some of my favorite artists and shit like that as well. So like I don't just listen to rap. I'll be lying to you if I just said I just listen to rap, because I can't just listen to niggas because this music is it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I like to just listen to me.
But with that said, do you incorporate that into your music? I think I heard it, but I want you to.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I incorporate that to the fullest. Like I always feel like when people hear my music, it's like you're getting the experience. You're not just hearing my music, you're just getting the full experience of just like my music. It's not just me. It's like you're getting the production, you're getting the whole vibe. It's not no fluff.
Do you just take a beat? So producers out here, like, I just made this banging beat, like, yo, here, rap to this. Like, do you just take a beat, or do you like working with a producer? Do you go into the studio with a producer and y'all, like, a producer can send you a beat, a hook, what have you, and this is the route I want to go. Some artists can just flow with that. Is it important for you to? Do you do both? Do you
yeah,
just take that? And it's not a bad thing. It's music being made.
Yeah, nah, I do both. I mean, it depends. It just matter depends on the kind of record, like in the chemistry I have with the producer as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to like all my producers that I deal with. Like I deal with Taj. Shout out to Taj. He my brother. He made What You Know About Love by Pop Smoke. Stu Kid, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like he made a lot of big records. Like, I'm sorry, bro, if I don't really know the records that they are right now. I'm a little wavy, you know what I'm saying? But he's contributed and he's made a lot of big records on my projects. Right Wrong is probably the biggest record that I have right now. You know what I'm saying? And he got the
What's the name of it?
Right Wrong.
Right Wrong?
Right Wrong.
That's out there on YouTube.
Yeah, it's out in Catalina. Yeah, that was on this boom. That's probably
that's the second album, right?
Classic song out of the city. But yeah, he produced that as well, like, and we got 3 more heavy hitters. But Losado's my producer. He's from Germany. He's out in Germany. He's never even seen Boston, but it's my producer out in Germany.
Germany's over there.
Yeah, like, yeah. I don't know if it's over there. It might be down there, but I'm gonna say it's over there right there.
So, what would you say is your biggest smash today? Like, what got the most views? The most 2-part question. What would you say? What is your biggest selling or biggest view track like that? So it's got 1 million views, what have you. I mean, I know views is big for a lot of you guys, but then
I don't
the second
care about views.
Right. But I'm just so popularity, right? So like, what would you say? Because obviously the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah,
what would you say was your biggest song to date? Is part 1. Part 2 is, what is your favorite track to date? And they could be the same, but I just want to know, just your opinion.
So, I mean, the biggest songs right now, I mean, it's definitely Right Wrongs and TikTok. Probably City of Angels in it too. I mean, I got a lot of records, but like, I don't want to be, but I would say Right Wrongs, I'll leave it to 2 Right Wrongs and TikTok. ask about them.
And they both out there on YouTube.
Yeah, they all there. They out for sure, for sure.
Spotify, all that. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? A favorite song. It's not even those two. It's definitely Forever FC on there. Forever FC is probably my favorite.
Forever FC?
FC, Forever Feels Corner.
Yeah.
Forever Feels Corner is probably my favorite record.
Yeah.
Damn, what else?
Why would that be your favorite record?
I mean, I feel like, pause when I say this, I feel like I was, in that record, I was my most vulnerable. Definitely my most vulnerable, and I feel like at the time when I was at, it was like, I don't want to say like my back was against the wall, but it was just like, I felt like I had something to prove. I just felt like I dropped the Catalina, I dropped certain projects, and I feel like a lot of the times where you drop some things and people just forget. You know what I'm saying? You might just, you might do something for your shorty, you might give her flowers mad times, and then you might ain't did something for a month. She forget all the shit she did. It's like all the work I put in the city, I think felt like everybody kind of forgotten what I've done. So like Forever FC was just like, I felt like I was vulnerable. I just spoke my piece. I spoke whatever I had, everything I felt at that time, and it was everybody that fuck with me, everybody that love me, everybody that love my music. That's their favorite record by me. So like, I knew I did something right with that record. So that's definitely my favorite record. I can play that any setting right now. It's never gonna lose the essence that it ever gave me from the beginning that I ever wrote it. So like, and I wrote in like 20 minutes, and it's probably one of the hardest records I ever wrote. And like, if anybody that knows me, I take time to write my music. So I made that 20 minutes. It came from the heart. So that's that record for me.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, so like, so right now, what do you have coming up? Where can people see you at? Like, what do you got going on today for your fans?
I mean, right now, I'm out. I'm back outside, boys. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going out right here. I'm about to drop No Service in the Hills. I'm not gonna give a specific release date, but if for those who do know me and follow Prince Smooth for a long time, then you should understand. Wink, wink. What day I might be dropping, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm dropping No Service in the Hills?
No Service in the Hills, and it's basically about the last 3 years I haven't released music. I haven't dropped You Played You 2020. It's been by design, if you want to say. I've been just kind of just in my vibe, just in the back cave. I say that a lot, in the back cave, just vibing, just making new sounds and just trying to create a new improved Prince Smooth. I feel like a lot of the times when I was writing, and times like I was getting beats off YouTube and having my producers that I rock with off YouTube, and I ain't really had the time to really just get in the studio and just get with a producer that's just all about Prince Smooth, pause. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now we locked and loaded this 5 to 5 sessions, and we just trying to get Prince Smooth situated. Not this artist and the next artist. It's about Prince Smooth right now. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I just been on. So this time has just really been, this is my job. You gonna hear the music, and it's gonna show and prove. And I really feel like, and I'll never say that, but like the music that I'm about to be releasing now is probably gonna be some of the best music I ever released, because it's really just, my back's against the wall, but it's in a good way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have all the time. A lot of times when I was releasing music before, I had a small window to just really release music or write music, because I got so much other shit going on. But now, like, I got the whole time to really express my feelings. So it's like, it's good music.
That's good, man. Like, I think that, these fans got to hear a little bit more, got an in-depth view of who Prince Smooth is, man. I want to thank you for, coming out, sharing some of your time.
I appreciate
You're a busy dude, man, like facts, man. So last but not least, give out your social media so people can come and find you and see you, man.
Like I say, man, I keep it smooth, I keep it simple, because I know people be lazy. It's Prince_Smooth. That's everything, even on his MySpace, if you still fucking with it. So, but Prince_Smooth, man, on TikTok, Twitter, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, man. Just find me, man. Hit his causes out. No Service in the Hills is on the way. Shot strip like Cash Gotti. You know what I'm saying? That you do bad, man. The whole game, man. Shout out Sony setting the game up. Trash, you know what I'm saying? Gang. Long live Kearney. Rest in peace, being in the cash. Free gang. Free the guys.
Cue up another song for us, man, to go out on something, man. While I give out my shout outs, man. Yo, Mask Uncovered Podcast on everything, man. Make sure y'all check us out. J Defense on everything. JAYDFENCE. Even my Cash App now. So listen, man. Everything, knock that. Let me hear that. Turn that up. So,
Yes, sir.
yo, thanks for tuning in.
My
as
guy,
always,
Joel's
man.
is- my
Shout
guy,
out to Hollywood
Joel's the
Schizo.
record,
We'll
man.
see you in a few minutes,
Shout out
man.
Joel, man.
Like,
Turn it up. Let me get my purple and yellow shirt though.
My brother's fire.
I already been in the box, nigga, so let me get my medium purple and yellow. I'm gonna cash app you. Thank you. Thank you.
that shit go louder than that.
Nah.
Oh man, I should have had that on record.
Can you grab me some ice out of here? What's on now on my feet? Like,
So, now that cheese is a classic.